Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Master of Orion, Conquer the Stars in our return of the Terrible Terrans series. So, something very significant has just happened. A new ship design has been discovered. Which ship design, you ask, Hadrian? This ship design. So we finally have access to the Doomstar. And we've got a few upgrades to do as well, I believe, because we've just finished... Hang on, let's have a look here. Let's go to our research screen and see what we just finished. I think it's missile miniaturization, maybe? We don't have that many available technologies left at all. I could go for... I guess I'll go and... Well, wait. Hold that thought. Huh, it's actually not telling me. So let's go back, because I want to figure out why. I'm guessing it's missile miniaturization. Yep, no. It's miniaturization for beams. But maybe that's allowing us to have more weapons of a certain type? I don't know. We also unlocked the Mauler device, which is an energy cannon weapon system. So we've got a little bit more... I just realized my volume was way up. We've got a little bit more in the way of customization to do. So let's do that first. Let's see what this auto upgrade to the frigate does. We're at 38,106 right now with one Merculite missile and a couple of death rays. Yes. Okay, so it put in Xeon missiles, which actually makes sense. Those should have been there already. I don't know why that wasn't there. So now the frigate's substantially more powerful. But nothing else really changed there. Interesting. Hang on. What are we looking at? 85 or 89 out of 91. Okay, nothing's really changing here. Destroyer's pretty beam focused. Cruiser, if we upgrade this, what'll it do? It's at 299 and 376. Yeah, that actually reduced its attack power. So, okay, we've got to play with that one a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so we've got several point defense phasors, and, you know, we've got an extra slot here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move these death rays into the next slot. Right here. Or the Mauler, maybe. Hang on. Yeah, the Mauler's super powerful, but the cooldown is really long. And the armor penetration on the death ray is better. So I'm going to stick with the Orion weaponry. But let's go with, let's say 6 forward-facing death rays. Oh, it didn't let me put it didn't let me put it in the next slot. So okay, well, let's go for phasor still. I want to make use of all of these spaces as much as possible because, hang on, these need to be set up accordingly. Okay, have room for one more, maybe? No, of course not. Because one of the things we noticed in previous episodes, I got some comments about this, and I noticed it as well, is that, you know, when one particular slot is loaded up with, like, several different, of one particular weapon type, like the Titan has several different missiles in one slot, they don't seem to fire that many at once. So maybe we need to spread this stuff out a little bit, you know? So that's one thing we're going to try focusing on. I've got some forward-mounted stuff there. Oh, cool, I can add another death ray. Let's just go with that. And these are facing front at the moment. What if I did all facing? No, I don't like that. Let's keep it to that. All right, and then we'll save that. It didn't seem to make the ship that much... It's still weaker than it was before, oddly enough. Which is just weird to me. But anyway, so the battleship has some upgrades to do as well. Let's see what we can do here. Graviton cannon can potentially be replaced by... What if we replace the graviton cannons with maulers? What if we did that? Front facing. Yeah, that makes it much more powerful. That is front facing, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So then, do we have room for more death rays? I think we do, actually. I'm going to split this up. 6 any facing death rays in that final slot. We don't want to leave these slots blank, is the point. So right now we have room for maybe one more, possibly. Nope, not quite. Not actually nearly enough. All right, so the death ray thankfully does have the ability to do a heavy mount. So we've got those heavy mounted. I guess, yeah, okay, we'll keep it like that. That's no problem. Can we have maybe one more phasor? A couple more phasors for point defense? Sure, let's do that. Save. Kind of makes you wonder if having that many weapons in point defense is as useful as having maybe 2 point defense slots. So that's something I'll continue to play with in future Master of Orion playthroughs. And feel free to comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on actually spreading the weapons out through the slots and whether that gives the ships the ability to fire more at once in a particular way. Let's actually try it with the Titan. Why not? We're going to add... Oh, wait, no, there's no more slots. Oh, wait, yes, there are. Of course there are. I just didn't click edit. All right, let's cut this down to 8, because it was at 16, and let's add another point defense phasor. Point defense. Up to 8. Okay, that's that. Now, we also have access to maulers here, which I kind of want to add. Especially because our beam weapons did just get miniaturized, so we have a little bit more room. Graviton cannons we're going to replace with maulers. Same plan. So we have 20 now. We're going to have them heavy mounted. Oh wow, they're significantly heavier than the graviton cannon. Of course they are. Look at the space difference, 8 to 35. But they do a lot more damage, I think. Let's see, the damage on these is 25, the damage on the mauler is 450. Yeah, so let's try with these. Let's replace the graviton cannons with 4 maulers. And then the Xeon missiles, this is where we really wanted to do some more work. So we have 48 Xeon missiles set up right now. Let's cut that down to 24. Okay? And then we're going to... Let's put... not Merv, because that's bugged right now and I don't want to exploit anything. Let's go with heavy armor, make them harder to shoot down. And then let's do another heavy armor Xeon missile. Also 24, if I can get up that high, which doesn't look like I'll be able to. So let's go with 20 instead. Good. All right, so we've got extra point defense on these now. We have lots of death rays facing all directions, so that should be fun. Maybe I can put one more mauler. Yes, ooh, I can put a couple more maulers. Great. Save. Okay, so Titan is now significantly stronger, I think. I really just want to see, even if it's not stronger, it's still stupidly strong, and I want to see what happens when we spread the weapons out like that. Hopefully now they'll have better missile performance, and maybe even better point defense, which would be nice. It's kind of weird to have the Titan as a point defense ship, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is, actually. Hang on. Let's belay that. Let's go ahead and have another slot for... What do we need? Maybe another slot for death rays. How about that? And our death rays on the Titan are all facing, correct? Yes, they are. So let's do just another slot for all facing death rays. And let's do 10 of them. Add, and then we'll cut this one down to 10. Looks like 12 should be a happy number for both slots. Maybe even 13. Maybe even 14. Nope, 13. Okay, so that's that. So a little bit less point defense, but a little bit more raw power. And then finally, we have the Doomstar. Now, the Doomstar looks like it's already pretty well equipped. Oh wow, these are heavily modified. They've got enveloping and heavy mount. If you want a quick refresher on what enveloping is, they surround the target on impact, dealing massive damage to shields. So these are enveloping and heavy mount death rays that are facing all directions. So super powerful. And this kind of corroborates our theory that having them in 2 different slots is helpful. So, okay, we can't do any more than that. Of course not. Now, there are some torpedoes here. I'm not a big fan of having torpedoes, and I kind of want to just remove them in the favor of more maulers. But... it's a Doomstar. It's fine. Phasors. Alright, there's a ton of phasors in one slot here, which is interesting. Alright, it has access to the black hole generator already, so we're going to leave that. Which are awesome, by the way. I had one commenter saying, what are the black hole generators and why are they important? Like, or not necessarily that. They were saying that they just didn't seem useful. If you haven't seen them in tactical battle, I will show you what they do. It's pretty cool. You have missiles, but you have no Dauntless Guidance System. Why is that exactly? Add. Okay, so we're going to add Dauntless Guidance. Now we're going to have to remove some stuff. What about battle pods? Add. Okay, problem solved. Now we can do a lot more with this ship. Let's see, reinforced armor and heavy armor. Alright, so that's that. Now, there's room for more stuff. The structural analyzer does what now? Bonus hull damage? Yep. Ooh, but we don't have room for that. Takes up a lot of space. What else do we not have yet? HyperX capacitors. Energy weapon size. Ooh, check that out. All right, so adding that gives us substantially more room, so we might actually be able to add the structural analyzer. No, not quite. We do a little bit better. What about the automated repair unit? Nope, that takes up way too much room. Well, we have the pulsar right now. Let's keep the pulsar on the... Wait, no, we don't have the pulsar on it. Okay, well. Still too big. Actually, wait, no, it's not. The pulsar we have room for. Yeah, let's go ahead and add that as well. All right, and we still have lots of room to expand on these weapons. Now, there are fighter bays on this thing. So we'll go ahead and keep those. Let the fighters work their magic. I do want to upgrade the number of... This thing's going to be so strong. Oh my god. So, while I'm talking about making this thing more awesome, I do want to be clear. All right, looks like that's going to be the happy amount right there. Very good. All right, and then thematically we can change the paint job to... That looks kind of cool. I do think I like design B a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more Death Star-y with less red, which I'm in favor of that. So let's go with design B, and we'll save it. So now we've got the Doomstar 2 planned out. Now, did we have the... Yeah, the HyperX capacitor is built into the Titan. Is it built into everywhere else? Yes, it is. Good. And then there was one ship originally that didn't have the Zentronium armor. So anyway, what I was gonna say here is that, yeah, we can upgrade this cruiser and that Titan. It'll take a little bit before we can upgrade all of our ships to the new blueprints. But what I want to do, a couple of people had said, why not just go ahead and annihilate the entire galaxy? Not only defeat the Antarans, not only win the diplomatic victory, but why not keep playing? Because it wouldn't take me this long at that point. It wouldn't be that many more episodes. We would do it quickly. So that's what I'm going to do. I've spent 12 minutes checking out the blueprints to make sure we're really ready to do that. But now let's go ahead and, let's see. Terraforming completed at Rye Prime. That's cool. So Rye Prime is now a desert planet, and they are building a core waste dump, so pollution is not going to be a problem in the future. Let's go ahead and go to the next turn. We have ridiculous amounts of money, and that amount is going to continue to grow now. We have a very powerful fleet up here in Mu Delphi. And is there not... Yes, there's this somewhat powerful fleet down at Nelusis Prime. Let's go ahead and upgrade that battleship. So those ships are up to date. What about upgrades here? Sweet. Upgrade that one as well. So ridiculously powerful fleets, ready to just crush anything in the way, especially once we get Doomstars growing. Like here at Drossel, which is... Drossel 3 is the... Yes, this is the Interplanetary Administration planet, so guess what we're going to build here now? Hang on. Let's do a few things just to make sure we're ready for Antaran problems. Let's get a planetary flux shield set up and an Artemis system net as quickly as possible. And then I want you to get started on a Doomstar. It's going to take this planet a long time to build a Doomstar. And also, it looks like we have a slightly lower population than usual, so let's go ahead and fill up the first couple of slots with food production rather than research production there, and that will help that planet reach maximum population again. Now, this space factory needs to upgrade. And what else do you need to do? I mean, you're not really needed anywhere right now. I'll move you to Mu Delphi 2. Fleet needs orders. Yes, we have a new Titan, in fact. Go ahead and join the fleet at Mu Delphi. It's just going to take him 5 turns. And then this fleet here, I will keep in orbit of Nelusis Prime, just to make sure that things are maintained. Colony ship has arrived at Trilar 2. Nice! So this is the other planet in the Trilar system, which we now control. Someone in the comments had pointed out, well, if you're the Terrible Terrans, why aren't you being terrible to the population that you control? Who's to say I'm not being terrible to them? I'm not killing them because they're being productive for the Empire, but like, we definitely completely took control of their planets and are now lording over them, like the Roman Empire of old, but just a more evil form. And don't get me wrong, the Roman Empire was pretty brutal in its heyday, but I think the Terrans are a step above. They're just... They're even more ruthless, in my eyes, than the Romans ever were. But anyway, that analogy aside, I do feel like conquering the worlds and imposing our will upon them was quite terrible enough, especially considering the fact that we're going to dominate the entire galaxy. So, pretty terrible, if you ask me. Being more terrible to the populations would actually, I think, harm the productivity of these planets. So, let me not do that. Let's go for biospheres. Government support facility. Colonial revenue. Neutron collider, spaceport. Sure. I'll go ahead and buy those two. I can start buying buildings on a regular basis now because we have so much money. It's kind of crazy. All right, so let's do a star fortress here because we need the command points, and then a recyclotron as well. Well, do we need a recyclotron here? We probably don't because we have core waste dump. We're fine. Let's go ahead then and get a missile base set up and a planetary flux shield. I'm going to do a lot more system security going forward. Artemis system net as well. Go ahead and buy the star fortress because I can. We have just at this point, this is just inappropriate. How much we are destroying them. I'm definitely going to step up to. Okay, do we need gravity generators here? Yeah, we do. High gravity world. Let's go ahead and buy those on Wayne 2. Is there anyone else with high gravity that we need to take care of? Because we can do it relatively quickly now. But yeah, at this point, this is just pure gratuity. Yeah, gravity generators here as well. Move to the front, buy them. Problem solved. Where else? See, that's just no longer an issue at all anymore. Ulysses Prime looks like there's an issue as well. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of. We have more than enough money to do this for all of the worlds that need their gravity corrected. Dagon 2 also. Really? Really? This planet that I've had for a while still... Okay, well, that problem's fixed. Nasak? What about this one? Yep, definitely. Let's hop over here. Buy it. Still have plenty of money. And now the only other question is whether I still have any toxic worlds in the Empire. I don't think I do, but... Alright, Lepus Prime has grown. Very good. You're building a Titan. Tell you what, let's put one more population in food production, because this planet has one more pop to grow. And then you'll be done. Rye 2 has grown. Very good. I can move some of you up into research and one of you down into production now. Actually, several of you down into production. There we go. Nazan Prime. The original homeworld of the Darloks. Or the Darlok, rather. Alright. That planet is set up. Mithras 2 has reached its maximum population limit. That's a volcanic world, so we can't really do anything with it. It's a Trilarian volcanic world. Explain that to me. Orion Prime has grown. Excellent. Tell you what. Let's go ahead and buy this spaceport on Orion Prime. And let's move one of these pop up into food and another into production. We need as much as possible. Yep, we're going to do a weather controller as well. We definitely need things to speed up here. Rapidly. Let's do a planetary flux shield as well. Let's set that up for the next turn. Alright, I've just got to remember to get that set up. So I probably skipped a few other planets there that have grown, but at this point things are going to start happening really rapidly. We're going to be able to buy all of the buildings that we need to buy, including star bases, which help us with additional command points. And we're going to be able to have a ridiculously massive fleet. That's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and buy the planetary shield there. And then I'm going to be able to start taking planets out of rotation to where there's actually not as much micromanagement going on at every turn. All right, so Wayne 2 now needs some more basic buildings. Let's go ahead and go for the cloning center and weather control so they build a little bit faster. Holo simulator's good too. Then a spaceport, robo-miners. Go ahead and buy that. Fleet needs orders. Do they? Oh yeah, you can just hang out there. Oh wait, you can build something? What can you build? No, you can't build anything. Don't lie to me. All right. Anything else up here with planet growth? These are all just things that have finished building. Ridiculous amount of production every single turn. Ulysses Prime has grown. Let's go ahead and buy that. Faster production. Sardi 3 has grown. Sure, we'll buy it. Save a turn. And Janib 4. Maximum pop limit. Good. Nope, can't take you out. All right, let's get that space elevator built. And let's go to the next turn. I think I'm done with upgrading. I think. Not quite sure yet, but we'll find out. So the Antarans, now that I own Orion, are supposedly going to show up in much more... they're going to show up a lot more frequently. Whether or not they actually become a threat, given the strength of my fleets, that's another question entirely. But again, we can build a lot more. There's plenty more room to expand. All right, so I need to queue up more stuff here. This is a ocean planet, so I don't need to terraform it, but Artemis system net wouldn't be the worst thing. And Genebe, hang on. Genebe's actually a pretty big system, so we need to have, this is closer to the front line. We need to have this set up as an interplanetary administration as soon as possible. Let's find out which system in Genebe is the most populous, or which planet. It looks like Genebe 5, but Genebe 2 is, yep, that's the one we're going to go with. So we're going to do interplanetary administration there. Tell you what, let's go ahead and buy that Artemis system net so Genebe is protected. But we can build additional doomstars here. Star Fortress completed at Rye 2. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and go for the Flux Shield and the Artemis system net as well here. Buy. This is nothing short of pornographic. This is ridiculous. The extent of our productivity right now. All right, Planetary Flux Shield, Artemis system net. We want to get these planets nice and defended. Go ahead and buy that. And now we're out of money. This battleship needs to join... Tell you what, join the fleet at Eleusis. You know what, we do actually need to get this space factory down here. So you come down to Eleusis. It looks like we might actually have a space factory heading up this direction as well. No, that's a battleship. So, yeah. You come down here. We need to build up our defenses in this system. Okay, Mu Delphi Prime, you need to be terraformed. That's what you need. You need terraforming. We'll go with the robo-miners for now. And I guess we'll go with the spaceport, and then we'll queue up a terraforming project. Let's go ahead and buy that out. Faster pop growth. Next turn. So we are still, I believe, at war with the Nolam. So we just need to charge in and wreck them with this fleet. But I kind of want to get a Doomstar ready first. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want that to happen. All right, let's go ahead and buy that Artemis system net. Okay, that's 2. Yep, let's buy the research lab. Alpha Ceti Prime has grown. Nice. All right, so this system, this planet is working on terraforming up so that all of the planets in the system, this is our original home system, are looking a little bit better. Alpha Ceti Prime is currently a desert planet. Terraforming will take it up, I believe, to an arid planet, right? And then, tell you what, you go into production. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and buy this planetary stock exchange, which will help make Orion a more productive system monetarily. Okay, so you're here. Go ahead and build an advanced military outpost. And you need to fly here to defend that while that's being built. Looks like you're building something there as well. Very good. So I'll have 2 space factories that can come down and help build up Eleusis. Oh, cool. Look what they did. Is that a scout? That was a big mistake. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's a scout. Auto-resolve. Bye-bye. Alright, so this defense post is now done. Let's go ahead and bring this space factory down. Canopus 3 has grown. We'll keep them as is. And then we need to queue up an auto lab, core waste dump, star fortress, planetary flux shield. And then it needs to be terraformed, but not just yet. We have a new Titan. Excellent. Let's do a planetary flux shield, a star fortress, and a missile base and orbital batteries. Make that planet nice and defended. Alright. Let's bring this Titan to the Eleusis fleet as well. Nasak 3 has grown. Oh, we don't have anyone in... Well... Looks like this planet definitely still has some food-related buildings that need to be built up. So let's worry about those. Tell you what, let's get the cloning center built first. That's going to take a while. We're going to get the automated factory built. It's 1 turn away, so as soon as it hits the front of the queue, it's good there. Orbital batteries, missile base, and then you can start building more ships here. Why can't you build a Doomstar here? Interesting. I guess you need... Now I'm curious. Why can't that Doomstar be built? Does a Doomstar require... Where am I building a Doomstar? Drossel 3? I'm just guessing they require interplanetary administration or some other special building to be built, because I can't build them anywhere, it seems like. Artemis system net completed in Alpha Ceti. Again, it's very strange that I can't actually see an Artemis system net around. Let's look at it this way. I mean, I guess it's surrounding the planet. Is that what these things are? But, like, I expect to see it around the system. I think there should be a system graphic, because it's supposedly a system net. So, anyway. We'll tell you what, let's go ahead and cut this one here. In the next one, we're definitely going to mobilize with this army now that we've got our doomstar underway. How close is the doomstar to being produced? Still 29 turns away, unfortunately. So we're waiting for this planet to grow. If I move you down, that'll take 1 turn off. Yeah, I'd rather have... Tell you what, let's go ahead and... Let's take some of these out of research. We don't need this many people doing research production. So I'm going to put all of you into food production. That way the research production will regenerate quickly. And then once the population's full, it's just one more population, then I'll move everyone back up into research. Maximum effectiveness there. But yeah, and then as soon as the Doomstar is built, we're going to cruise in, and we're not only going to conquer the Nolam, we're going to blow up the Nolam homeworld and other planets, but we're going to go crazy on the Nolam because this is the Terrible Terran series, and at this point, we need to be gratuitous or it's just not fun. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes in Return of the Terrible Terrans air every day at 3 Eastern Time, and of course, this is a bonus series for my channel, so don't forget to check out the normal content that will continue running regardless of whether a series begins or ends at 12 and 6. Again, thanks very much for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.